here in Illinois. Hello, everyone. I'm Jill Cordes here in the town of Flossmoor. Today, we take you to 5 states in 30 minutes in search of the best of train stations. A Midwest makeover created a hangout haven for commuters in Flossmoor, Illinois. Coming up next, a must-stop on the way home will take you to a popular rush hour restaurant that's just steps away from the train tracks. Every day in and around Chicago, you'll find a steady stream of people who take to the trains to make their commute into work. There are 222 miles of track that run like arteries throughout Chicagoland. On an average day, 1.5 million people hop on the city's trains and buses. And at the end of a long day, many people on the train come to this realization.
I'm hungry. I'm starving.
I need a cold beer.
For the 1,000 or so people who end their day's journey here at the Flossmoor Station, there's a pot of gold right at the end of these train tracks. Less than an hour from downtown, platters of food and barrels of beer make the Flossmoor Station Brew Pub a must-stop on the way home.
Our motto here is good times, good food, good friends, and great beer.
But it wasn't always so good, great, or convenient. The station dates back to 1906. At the time, Flossmoor only had a handful of residents, a bit off the beaten track.
You may wonder how could such a large train station with such a small population base coexist, and the reason why was because one of the 6 or 8 residents that lived here was the chairman of the Illinois Central Railroad. So he wanted a nice train station in his nice community.
It remained a nice and active train station until the late 70s. That's when things started to derail.
Well, it fell into disrepair twice when it was an operating train station, and then it was remodeled into a mini mall, or what I say remodeled into a mini mall. And then it started to fall into disrepair about 1994, 95, 96.
Enter Dean and Carolyn Armstrong, 2 Flossmoor locals who bought the building and put more than $1.5 million into its restoration. In 1996, they gave the old station a new lease on life.
When you tear down an old historic building, you're tearing down a piece of your history, you're tearing down a piece of your heritage, you're tearing down a piece of your past. If you preserve it, you're preserving things for your future, and we're glad we did.
So are the regulars who are all about dining at this depot. They chow down on fine food and drink up on handcrafted beers. For the kids, the fun is found outside at the caboose.
Well, I got chocolate chip cookie dough and cookies and cream.
For 11-year-old Stanton Jones, this whistle stop is a must-stop.
I love the food at Flossmoor Station, and I'm really glad to start the caboose because I like the ice cream, too. And then plus it's close, so I can just ride my bike up here.
And as many kids like to do, he can watch the trains whiz on by. There's another regular here. Actually, he's more of a station mascot. Meet Goober, the dog behind this, Goober Brow.
Now Goober is the most famous dog, possibly the whole world, or maybe the universe.
What do you think of that, Goober? Do you want to try some of the root beer? It's named after you? Let's try some of this. Oh, that is so refreshing.
Leaves you barking for more?
It leaves me barking for more. What do you think, Goober? You don't want any of your namesake root beer? No? No?
Goober knows when to say no.
Goober's going to leave it all to me to drink. I'll drink to that. When it comes to the food, if I was a commuter getting off at this stop and all of this was here, I think I'd be in heaven. I'd probably never go home for dinner.
A lot of people don't. They do get off the train and come in here and sometimes stay for hours.
Their bill of fare includes macho nachos, the brewery burger, chicken wings, even this fish favorite. So this is the orange roughy?
Yes.
Not your average everyday commuter bar food?
But we do have a catch of the day, and it's different every day.
That is so nice. And if none of these fill you up, there's always the burrito that ate Flossmoor. That's actually what it's called, since it's practically bigger than the town. That is so good, but I don't even think I could finish the whole thing. To help you wash it all down is award-winning brewmeister Todd Ashman. He brews all types of beer, including this, a barley wine-style ale.
And it is definitely a beer, but it's quite strong, very substantial.
Quite strong and substantial. I like that. Cheers. For a more sophisticated sipping, we turn to this Belgian-style beer. Oh, yeah, that's nice. It's a little, it goes down a little easier for me than the barley wine, just it's not so strong. So when you reach the end of the Flossmoor line, be sure and get off on the right side of the tracks, because this is one train you definitely don't want to miss.